Welcome back, HMC. Let's get right into our 5th ever horizontal push-pull workout. For today's workout, you're going to need your bands and your dumbbells, as well as a chair or the back of the couch, because we will be doing some chest-supported rows today. Make sure we've got about 3 to 5 feet of obstacle-free space around us, and that you've got that water nearby. Remember, I will not be offended if you ever need to take a break, if you need to pause me and come back, or just take 5. That is all good. You do what your body needs. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it by reaching right on up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale up again. Exhale, drop it down. Last one, inhale up. We're going to go ahead and lean it to the left on the exhale, opening up those lats, stretching out the side of our bodies. Inhale back up. Exhale to the other side. Bring it back to center. Open those hands right up nice and wide. Bring them behind your back and create that space. If you can, open up that chest. Lots of work is going to be done in our shoulder girdle today, in our chest. So making sure those are loose and pain-free before we start moving. Bring that right arm across, hug it across your body. Drop it down, switching sides. Perfect. Now that we've statically stretched it, let's go ahead, dynamically warm it up. Draw those circles. Great big circles. Drawing those circles on the wall with our hands. Drawing those circles on the wall with our hands. Switching directions. Perfect. Let's go ahead, drop it down. Planting those feet. Let's go ahead, draw those circles with our hips. Switching directions. Warming it up depending on what workout you did last time. These might feel a little bit creakier than other times. That's okay. We're going to go ahead, stepping forward with the left, back with the right. Press those hips forward and through. And inhale, rock it back. See if you can touch your toe. Standing right back up. Right foot forward, left foot back. Plant that back heel. Exhale, switch it forward. Inhale, come up very slowly. We're going to start by kicking ourselves in the butt. Dynamic warm up of these legs. Lengthening those quadricep muscles. And let's go ahead and do what we did there on the front, high knees. Just getting ourselves moving a little bit more. So then practicing our stability and our hip mobility. Hips are square. Let's go right leg first, one-sided hip openers. So leg's going to come out and back in. Try and keep that stable leg nice and square. Knee comes out and back over. 2, 1, switch sides. Back over. Like we're going over a fire hydrant. Keeping that stable leg nice and square. 2 and 1, drop it down. Last movement here, lifting up that right foot, draw those circles on the ground. Drop it down. Left foot comes up, draw those circles on the ground. Perfect. Shake it out, drop it down, grab that water, and let's go ahead and get started with our first working exercise, which is going to be our alternating chest presses. So we're going to go ahead, grabbing both dumbbells. This workout can be done seated as well, so if you're more comfortable sitting today, go ahead, grab that chair, but make sure that you're sitting forward on your chair, shoulder blades back and down, baby hugged up and in. We're not slouching down into that chair. And for all of us, we're going to bring those arms up to shoulder level, and one arm at a time. We're gonna alternate punching forward through our screens. And we're gonna do 20 of those, so a total of that. That means 10 on each side. Take a quick break and we'll repeat it 2 more times. All right, so let's go ahead and bring those arms up. Alternating punching through our screens. Soft bend in those knees. 6, 5, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out. That is set number 1. Grab that water if you need it. Make any adjustments. If you feel after that first set you'd rather join me seated, grab that chair, do what you need to do. 10 seconds here, we'll bring it back up. 2, 1, arms up, punch it out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Give yourself what you need here for 30 seconds. First set, we're getting warm. You should start to feel it right in that pectoralis muscle, right in here under that collarbone. Giving yourself what you need here. When you're ready, arms up. Alternating chest press. Shoulder blades are back and down. Elbows are just about shoulder height. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Setting those bands down. Setting those dumbbells down for just a second. Grab that water. Give yourself what you need. After this, we're going to pick up just one of them, and we're going to do a quick little 10 reps 3 times of just a double-handed chest press. So when you're ready, grabbing that water, having your sip, and we can grab that dumbbell, pressing it between our palms, shoulder blades back and down. Even just by holding it, you should feel those pecs engage. Pressing forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Checking in on where you're feeling it. Even though it's a lighter weight being shared by both hands, you should feel it engage right in those pecs, right in the anterior deltoid, the front of your shoulder there. Bring it back up. Press for 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. We've got one more set. Then we're going to move on to our chest flies. So checking in on that form, shoulder blades back and down. You've got that $1 million check in between those shoulder blades. Hugging baby up and in, soft bend in those knees. Let's press. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Grab that water if you need. Let's go ahead, grab that other dumbbell. Squaring off those hips. If you're seated, remember we're sitting forward on that chair, chest is proud. Bringing those arms up, just kind of a field goal position. And we're gonna bring those elbows together, wrists together. For a chest fly, that is 1 rep. So when you're ready, mama, arms come up. Baby's hugged up and in, soft bend in the knees. We're gonna bring knuckles together for 10. Chest flies. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Check in on where you felt that. Make sure we're feeling it right in here. We're not feeling it in our traps, our necks. And we're hugging baby up and in such a way that we're not flexing those legs. We're not putting unnecessary pressure on that lower back. All right, when you're ready, mama, arms come up. Elbows and knuckles together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Rolling those shoulders back. Give yourself what you need here. And when you're ready, elbows up. Last set, let's make it count. Chest flies for 10. Two and 1. Drop it down. Grab that water. Give your body what it needs here. We're going to get into our pull section of our horizontal push-pull workout now. And I'm going to introduce a new move. So this is the supported one-armed bent over row. So grabbing onto that chair, I'm going to give you a side view here for our setup. We're going to go first right hand, grabbing on the back of the chair, back of the couch, whatever you've got. Right leg is forward. Left hand's going to grab that dumbbell. And we're going to release those delts. And beginning by pinching the delts together, driving the elbow up. We're going to row up like we're starting a lawnmower, and that is 1 rep. All right, so once you've got it all set up, meet me here, and let's row, bent over row, 15 reps each side, 3 times. Coming up. Pinching those shoulder blades together at the top. All the way down, all the way up. Down and up. Really playing around with the rep scheme here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch sides. Left and left, go forward. Soft bend in both those legs. And come up for 15. Really making sure we're squeezing those shoulder blades together at the top. You should feel this in your bicep, in your lat muscle. Not in that trap, not in that lower back. All the way down, all the way up. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Just bring ourselves back up to standing, shaking it out. Give yourself what you need here. If it was too tricky, trickle down on those reps. If you could do a couple more, either up the weight or up the reps. Let's go ahead when you're ready, mama. Right and right. Pitch forward 45 degrees. Rowing up. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides, left and left, rowing with the right. Come up for 15. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Give yourself what you need here for 30 seconds. We've got one more set on each side, making sure where are we feeling it in those lats, in those biceps, in those anterior deltoids, posterior deltoids, but not in those traps. All right, when you're ready, mama, right and right. Soft bend in those knees. Start that lawnmower for 15. Make sure those hips are nice and square. We're pinching those shoulder blades at the top of the movement. Three, 2, and 1. Let's switch for 15. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that weight down. You are good to set aside this chair if we're just using it for the supported row. Go ahead, grab that water. I'm going to introduce the next movement. We're going to need our bands for our next movement, so grabbing onto those. We're going to do some double-sided, so bilateral bent over rows. So that movement we just did, we're going to do it on both sides with our bands. So remember, we can adjust the tension on those bands by widening our stance or by choking up on our grip here. And we're going to go ahead, pitch forward about 60 to 45 degrees, find that comfy resistance, and releasing those delts, pinch them together, row up, that's 1 rep. So when you're ready, mama, meet me here, pitching forward, row for 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, stand it up, check in on where you felt that. Was it in the traps? Was it in the lats? Are we pinching those scapula, those shoulders together as hard as we can at the top of the movement? Alrighty, when you're ready, 10 seconds, so get yourself set up. Bend it over for 10. Tucking in that chin, looking on the ground about 6 feet in front of us. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, stand it up. Give your body what it needs here. We've got one more set of these. By week 5, these should start to feel pretty easy. We're going to start upping the intensity after week 7. All right, when you're ready, mama. Grabbing onto those handles, creating that resistance you need. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Hugging baby up and in. Let's row. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, stand it up, give your body what you need here. We're going to go ahead, set those bands aside because we will use them for the cool down. Grab that water, give yourself a minute to rest here. We're onto our accessory work, onto our burnout. So that today is going to be superset bicep curls with tricep kickbacks. So we're going to do 3 rounds of 10 curls, hammer style. So that means thumb to shoulder, not palm to shoulder here. And then we're going to go pinky to the wall behind us, tricep kickbacks. So when you're ready, mama, go ahead with me. Hugging baby up and in, shoulder blades back and down. Soft bend in those knees. And for 10 each side, let's curl. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go back for 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that rest. Give yourself what you need here for 30 seconds. Check that phone, check that thermostat, grab that water. 10 seconds here. Reset that posture. And when you're ready, mama, meet me here. Shoulder blades back and down. Let's curl. 8, 7, 6. We're not just throwing it around. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kick it back for 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We've got one more set here. Finish line is right there. Make it count. Hard part's over. You press play. You've made it this far. When you're ready, mama, let's curl. 9, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kick it back for 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those weights down. Grab that water. And let's go ahead, cooling things down. When you're ready, mama. Join whenever you've reset yourself here. Grab those bands. We're going to go ahead. Draw that rainbow above yourself. Draw that arch. Let those hands come back and forth across that body. Those hands might need to come further apart as they go over your head. That's fine. And one more time. Perfect. Now let's take those bands. Let's draw a globe all around us. Left hand leading the right. Really working out the kinks in every facet of how our shoulders move. Now let's switch. Right leads the left. Two and 1. Drop those bands down. We're really thoroughly going to cool down this upper body, so reaching that right hand across, hug it across your body for 3 breaths. Dropping it down, let's take that left ear to left shoulder, stretching out that right trap. If you need a boost here, take that left hand, place it on top of your head. And then we're going to go ahead and look down, nose to the floor. Perfect, bring yourselves back up. And then we're going to take that left hand, hug it across our bodies for 3 breaths here. Dropping it down, right ear, right shoulder for 3 breaths. If you need that boost, take that hand. Next inhale, nose to the floor. Perfect. Take that right hand. Let's bring it up and over, right in between our shoulder blades like you're patting yourself on the back. If you need a boost, take that left hand for 3 breaths. Dropping it down, switching sides. Left hand comes up and in. So I'll drop it down. Lacing those fingers together behind our back. Open up that chest. It's worked hard today. Drop it down. One last time with me. Reach right on up. Exhale, take it to the left, stretching out that right lat. Hang out here for 3 breaths. Inhale back to center, switching sides. Back to center. And exhale, drop it down. And thank you so much for joining me, Mama. This has been our 5th ever horizontal push-pull workout. Make sure to grab that water bottle. Make sure to rehydrate and give your body what it needs today. Can't wait to see you next time.